Joe, he's fighting back right now on TNA President Dixie Carter's nephew, EC3, but gotta be careful with Joe, man. He's quicker than he looks. Oh!
And I think you have to wonder if the undefeated streak of EC3 is in jeopardy tonight here against the Samoan submission machine.
Well, I think it might be. I'm a huge EC3 fan. Love what this guy does, but Samoa Joe is motivated. He got in Dixie Carter's face, very confrontational, defending his buddy, AJ Styles.
And EC3 is motivated as well. Oh, motivated by our TNA president, Dixie Carter, and she's been doing a lot of motivating to a lot of the talent here tonight.
Yeah, we saw at the top of the show when Dixie Carter walked out here, our TNA president, man, she was in a pissed-off mood. All business. Oh, and that right there, that low drop kick to the front of the knee was all business by EC3.
Well, you have to like this strategy of EC3, taking out the wheels, taking out the legs of Samoa Joe.
Well, Samoa Joe, very big in submission. So the thing is with him, if you can take out those legs, you're taking away half of his ability to choke a guy out or get an armbar by using grapevine, using his legs, incorporating that in submission.
And the EC3 attack on Samoa Joe actually started before the match in the back, and EC3 goes high risk up on the top, and he's cut off by Joe. Whoa!
Well, EC3's a 1%er. He's a multi-billionaire. He's ever the opportunist.
Samoa Joe's a muscle buster away from ending the undefeated streak of EC3. Wait a minute,
who's that?
Rockstar Spud? It's the chief of staff down here.
Dixie Carter's chief of staff. And
Oh, God! Oh, no, Joe! Oh, no, Joe!
well, thank God that Rockstar Spud's wearing dark trousers.
Oh, and Samoa Joe. Oh, he's got Rockstar Spud. Look out from behind. Clipped from behind by EC3.
But distraction is all that EC3 needed. And again, the attack on that knee, again, a belt being rung.
And I'm being told that this match has been thrown out. It's a no contest.
It doesn't seem like EC3 gives a rat's you know what about that. He don't care if the match is thrown out. He had that steel wrench. I think he attacked Joe from behind with that wrench, Mike, while Joe had his hands on Spud. That'd be a little bit of a predetermined strike.
I think you're right.
I like it.
And I think, what do you mean you like it?
I think that's, hey, you know what? You gotta do what you gotta do. I don't know why he did it, but
seems like it's all about taking out Samoa Joe.
Oh, you don't cross the boss, my friend.
A lot of chaos, a lot of carnage already tonight, and yet to come, the World Heavyweight Championship match, title versus title, AJ Styles versus Magnus. My guest at this time is the Olympic gold medalist Kurt Angle. And Kurt, in the midst of everything going on here tonight, you have issued an open challenge.
I'm getting ready for the biggest match of my career against Bobby Roode at Genesis in a steel cage. And what better way to prepare for it than having a steel cage match tonight? And you want to talk about carnage? Anyone that gets in that ring with me, it doesn't matter, because all I'm going to see is Bobby Roode.
And ladies and gentlemen, as we welcome you back to Impact Wrestling, it is a moment of reflection for one AJ Styles. Is tonight the night that AJ finally makes our TNA president, Dixie Carter, pay? And what about the future of this company if AJ wins and unifies the titles?
Oh, that would be monumental for sure, man. And this is it right here. To crown one TNA World Heavyweight Champion. Tonight, AJ versus Magnus. No disqualification.
One of the biggest nights ever in Impact Wrestling history has also been a night of carnage and brutality. And it started with ODB.
Oh, yeah, it sure did. And it did not end there. It's been a wild night, loaded with chaos, mayhem. There's a lot, and we're only halfway through this thing. This is bad.
Hey, we gotta get out of here.
It's fine. It's fine. Listen, I have had worse than this and still fine.
I've got to get your mobilizer. We've got to get this X-rayed. You have a potential fracture of your patella. You can't have this damage. We've got to get out of here.
I'm okay. I can still.
We gotta go. It's time to get out. Let me get this out.
Damn it!
I know. It's not a good thing, but let's get out of here.
Hey, James, what happened?
Okay.
Hear me.
James!
James, talk to me. What happened?
You gotta be kidding me!
Dixie!
Dixie!
Just take it easy, take it easy.
How, are they knocked? Are they out?
They're not responding to anything.
lost your mind?
What are you talking about?
Is that what this is going to turn into now? Just a bunch of hits going on every single night?
What are you talking about?
You know what I'm talking about. Joseph Park is in the hospital. Eric Young just took his wife, put her in the car. She's on her way to the emergency room. Joe's getting an MRI. And I just left Gunner and Storm knocked out. Whiskey bottles over their head. You know what I'm talking about. Coincidence? All AJ's friends, all in one night, Dixie.
What are you accusing me of, huh? You know wrestling is a very dangerous sport. And it is a business.
I'm accusing you of taking things too far. Look what you've become. It's not too late, Dixie. You can stop this.
I will stop this. I will stop this when AJ's carted out of here.
What happened to you?
What are you now, like Dr. Phil or something? You're like, want to get inside my head and analyze me, huh? Well, I'll let you inside of my head. I am the boss. I am your boss, and you are a wrestler. And I have a suggestion for you tonight. You focus on your match, and you let me handle the casualties.
You think putting me in a wrestling match is gonna stop me from doing what I have to do?
It may not. It may not. But there's something else, too. But right now, this conversation's finished. I've had enough of you. Get out of here. Get out of my face.
I've had enough of you.
You know what Sting just said? Makes an awful lot of sense to me.
Well, what Sting just did, in my opinion, it might make some sense, I agree. But Sting hurling some heavy accusations at our TNA president.
Up now, steel cage constructed at the request of the Olympic gold medalist Kurt Angle.
The following contest scheduled for one fall is a steel cage match. Introducing first from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, the Olympic gold medalist, Kurt Angle.
Kurt Angle has issued an open challenge to any man to step foot inside the steel cage. Who will answer Angle's challenge? We'll find out when we return right after this. And ladies and gentlemen, we are back on Impact Wrestling, and it's time to find out who steps up, who accepts Kurt Angle's open challenge.
No way.
What? Bobby Roode?
You gotta be kidding me.
I mean, we know that Kurt Angle is scheduled to face Bobby Roode in the steel cage.
Kurt's happy. Look at his face.
Genesis, and now Bobby Roode, obviously Bobby Roode doesn't want to wait until Genesis.
I don't either. I said let's hook it up right now.
Hell yeah.
I saw that smirk on Angle's face, though.
Kurt's in.
Oh, yeah, Kurt better be careful, because Bobby Roode has had Kurt's number big time.
In 7 days, you and I, Kurt Angle, will be locked inside that steel cage. In 1 week at Genesis, I will prove to the entire world that I am, without a shadow of a doubt, better than you. And when I beat you next week at Genesis, your TNA Hall of Fame induction will be gone forever. But as for tonight, you have an open challenge. And as you said earlier, regardless of who your opponent is, the only person you're going to see is Bobby Roode. Well, take a good, long, hard look, Kurt, because here I am. You want me in that cage tonight? You want me to step foot in that cage tonight? You don't want to wait for me, huh? You don't want to wait till next week? You want to see me get in the cage tonight, huh?
Oh, here we go.
Let's go.
Well, you know what, Kurt? That would be just plain stupid. Now, you're gonna have to wait till next week. But you know what, Kurt? I I found somebody who actually hates you just as much as I do. As a matter of fact, I found two guys who hate you just as much as I hate you. So without any further ado, your opponents here right now, tonight, Kazarian and Christopher Daniels.
Oh man.
Remember the word that you used earlier when it came to this open challenge? Risky.
Yes. And now it's a 2-on-1 deal in a steel cage for Angle. Good luck, Curtis. Wow.
Yes, locked inside the steel cage with Kurt Angle. Before he faces Bobby Roode at Genesis in the steel cage is both Christopher Daniels and Kazarian.
And for those who don't know, Bobby Roode is best of friends with Bad Influence, these two dudes right here. Now look at this now, see, Kurt Angle's got to be careful. Yeah, he's beating on Daniels, but... Well, he caught him. He caught Kazarian before Kazarian could get in the cage. That was impressive.
Yeah, multiple options on how you can win this steel cage match. Oh, my, wow.
Well,
Bad
that's not
landing.
Landing like that on your yam bag on the top rope is not a way to win this match. That I can tell you.
Option 1, pinfall. Option 2, submission. Or option 3, escape the steel cage.
I do not like Angle's chances whatsoever here. 2-on-1, legal beagle. Forget it. I don't care how good Kurt Angle is.
I mean, what a situation Kurt Angle is in. He's got to face Bad Influence in the cage in this handicap match tonight. Then at Genesis, he's got Bobby Roode, but the stakes are high at Genesis.
Well, that's right, because if Kurt Angle loses to Bobby Roode at Genesis in this steel cage, well, Kurt Angle can never, ever be inducted in the TNA Hall of Fame. I know the, what are you telling me? I know the deal.
And you know how proud of an individual Kurt Angle is. You know that he's so focused on proving that he belongs in the TNA Hall of Fame. That's the whole reason behind this match with Roode.
I'm glad you said how proud Kurt Angle is, because you are correct, my friend. And I'll tell you this much, Kurt Angle's so proud that his ego got the better of him right here tonight. He's so proud because he wanted to do this match. This is his own fault that he's getting beat down here.
What are you talking about his ego? This is an open challenge in the cage, and remember what Kurt said. Kurt said that no matter who he faces, when he looks across the ring at his opponent, he thought singular, that it would be Bobby Roode.
Well, now he's seeing double, because maybe he's seeing two Bobby Roodes, because he's getting pounded right now by Bad Influence.
Yeah, and speaking of double, 2 world titles as the pin here by Kazarian. It gets him a 2 count. 2 world heavyweight championships at stake tonight, as now Daniels gets a near fall. It's title versus title. It's AJ Styles versus Magnus. It's not only no disqualification, it's winner takes all.
Oh, man, it is gigantic. And we pondered earlier about, well, what happens maybe if AJ Styles is victorious? He's got a one-night-only contract. He got signed tonight for one night. Could you imagine if this dude is the world champion?
How would Dixie Carter react to that?
Oh, that would suck. That would not be good. I'll tell you what's looking good right now is Angle. He's bringing a fight to 2 men here. Oh, small package.
Yeah, but the referee, he's not only being distracted, he's being held by Kazarian. Hebner turns around, and Brian Hebner counts 2. Oh, and then Angle gets up to his feet, and he gets decked and dropped by the Kazarian clothesline.
Kurt Angle had that cradle locked on Daniels for seemingly forever, but you're right, the referee was held by Kazarian.
And you know that Bobby Roode just has to be in the back, just watching and loving how this unfolds.
Can you blame the man? Why wouldn't you if you're Bobby Roode? You have your boys do your heavy lifting right here, and it's all Kurt Angle's fault. It's Kurt's ego got the better of him.
It's not his ego, it's his pride.
Well, I know, you speak about pride.